Crisis Stabilization Services offer a flexible and intensive short-term support for people all ages experiencing a mental health crisis. Though we each define our own crisis differently, we know crisis when our regular ways of coping with stressors and changes are overwhelmed and we need some professional help to return to our everyday life. This could include things like persistent thoughts of death and suicide, self-harm, increased depression or anxiety, noticing our mental health is getting in the way of school, work, or our relationships with others. When you participate in Crisis Stabilization Services, you can expect to visit every day with one of our licensed mental health professionals, meaning a mental health counselor or a clinical social worker. You'll also do work every day on your action plan, which is your plan for returning to health and how you plan to respond to your stressors and early warning signs. We also will work with you on developing new or strengthening old coping and emotion regulation skills, as well as developing other important skills like communication or problem solving. We're also going to get you connected to ongoing supports out in the community. Our Crisis Stabilization Services are short-term, usually up to 5 days. Easterseals Iowa offers services for kids and adults in Polk County. Kids and their families can participate in residential supports at Camp Sunnyside in Des Moines. And both kids and adults can participate in community-based services where our team will connect with you at home, school, or any private setting of your choosing. For kids who live in Dallas, Audubon, and Guthrie counties, we're able to provide residential services at Camp Sunnyside. People get connected to Crisis Stabilization Services a few different ways. If you're receiving support for mobile crisis, they'll connect you directly to Easterseals Crisis Stabilization Services. If you're being evaluated for care at the hospital and that's not the right setting, or you're leaving care in the hospital, they also can connect you directly to Crisis Stabilization Services. Finally, the Resource and Referral Line is a great resource to get connected to supports throughout Polk County, including Crisis Stabilization. They can be reached at 515-288-0818. If you are currently in an acute crisis or believe you may be a danger to yourself or others, you should call 911 or go to the hospital emergency room. You can always also call the Your Life Iowa line at 855-581-8111 or text Your Life Iowa at 855-895-8398. You can always find more information about our services at easterseals.com/IA.